Hey guys, David here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Motivational Monday video. So today we're actually going to be talking about the importance of the SWOT and how you draw it out, how you perform the SWOT, and sort of why it's so important to constantly be using the SWOT analysis to see where you are in life and how you should be working on your weaknesses. So that being said, please leave a like, share, do all that great stuff to help spread this video, and let's get into today's topic. So the SWOT account, I actually drew it out for you guys here. As you can see, we have the graph. Hopefully you can see that very well. I'm going to actually move it forward a little bit right there. So we got the SWOT basically stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, the reason why it's just such a simple graph, it's such an easy way of looking at each of these topics, but it's super important to go into because each area represents a portion of your life, and it will help you look at and visualize where you are strong at, what you're weak at, what kind of opportunities you have, and what kind of threats you have as well. So first off, one thing that's important to keep in mind is these two on top are your internal factors. So these are your personal internal strengths and weaknesses. These are your external, so external opportunities and threats. That's why they're very similar, but they're different because this is the external part. So this is what can happen to you, what's happening that is outside of your personal circle right here. This internal part is what is basically inside of you, what's your own weakness and strength. So it's good to keep that in mind as you go ahead and fill this SWOT account out. Another thing too that we want to do is one for your individual self and one for your corporation, your business, or wherever you're in. So if you're a business owner, this is an important time to go ahead and create one specifically for your business and one for you as an individual. And one other thing too, you want to be constantly redoing this every month, every week, depending on how fast you implement some of these things. You want to constantly be redoing the SWOT account and getting to the point where you're able to move your weaknesses to your strengths and find ways to excel at your opportunities and decrease your threats. And again, like I mentioned, you want to be moving from those weaknesses to strengths. So how do we do this? Well, when we start off, you want to look at your internal strengths. So what are you good at? What are your strongest points? What can you say that you are the best at, that you're really strong at? If it's your communication, if it's your customer service, if it's sales, if it's understanding finance, understanding numbers, if it's whatever it is, you want to focus on what are my personal internal strengths. What am I good at? So if a recruiter, let's say you're applying for a job, asks you, what are your strengths? Right? You want to list off what are you good at? What are you personally good at doing? From there, look at your weaknesses. And when you're doing this, you have to be fully honest. Like, you have to be really, really honest with yourself, because that's the only way you can actually visualize and see what you need to improve on. This is for your personal use. This isn't to show someone else, to be made fun of. Just look at, if you have 50 weaknesses and only 10 strengths or 5 strengths, that's totally okay. That's good, because now you know what your weakness is and you want to move that weakness to your strength. So let's say your weakness is that you're bad at communication or fear of public speaking. You're not good with numbers. You're not good with leadership, with management, with being able to be a leader and take responsibility. Whatever it is, that's what your weaknesses would be. Now, opportunities are, let's say, again, these are external things. So let's say opportunities can involve different job opportunities that you have, different industries that you can get into, different businesses that you can start or you want to get into as an opportunity, different things that you have an opportunity to achieve or get externally. Threats, again, as an individual, they could be finances, they could be coronavirus, as we're seeing here. Different external threats. What can really attack you? If it's your mortgage, if your payments, whatever it is, what are the threats? You want to get rid of as many threats as possible. Now, if you're a corporation, same thing. What are your internal strengths as a corporation? This might be a little bit easier for corporations to do between when it comes to internal and external, as it's you look at inside your business, inside your company. What are your strengths? How are your employees? Are they all strong? What are the strengths of the corporation? What does it do well? What are the weaknesses of the corporation? Now, from external, what are the opportunities? What industries, what markets can you get into? Where can you expand and have more growth? What can you improve on in your product? What can you change? Where can you increase the amount of sales? And threats, what other companies are out there? What other companies can start and get into your market, into a certain niche that you're not part of? What are you really threatened by? Is it the loans, corporations, other businesses, other huge monopoly-sized corporations? What is it? If it's the government, whatever it is, what are your threats? Again, this is a quick overview of the SWOT analysis. It's a really, really important thing to be doing consistently, constantly, looking at your weaknesses and strengths. This will help you boost your productivity. It will help you boost your understanding of yourself, what you can do to change yourself and make yourself better. So once again, it takes 5 seconds to draw out, just like that. SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. All right, you don't have to keep the internal, external part, but if you want to remind yourself that these two are separated by that, go ahead, fill this out, make your own SWOT account, bring in your own strengths and weaknesses, really focus on it, and let me know down below if you have done it or if you are planning on doing it. Let me know if that's it. Let me know if it's helped you. Let me know if it's something that you guys were really interesting to learn about. If it's the first time you learned about this, I know this is one of the things a lot of businesses, a lot of people actually talk about. Something that I learned at my time in school, how to do this. And recently, I actually, I believe it was Scooter Bronson at the 10X Growth Conference was the one that actually mentioned the SWOT account as well. So maybe I'm mistaken, maybe it was someone else, but one of the speakers basically talked about this as well. So it's really, it's important when not just school, but also people outside of school actually still use this and talk about this as a great way to get to know yourself, get to move your weaknesses, and really look at what can you work on and what can you achieve through your opportunities and through reducing threats. With that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about this video. Leave a comment down below. Leave that like, man. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends and family. Help me get Mechura off the ground. Help me get more followers and get more views so we can help bring more content to you guys. If you have any ideas for any content that you guys personally want to see me talk about, go ahead, leave a comment down below, and I'll look into it, and I'll make sure to make that video. With that being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in another one of my videos. Peace out.